Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Otis. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So TCU's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big-picture TCU. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage on the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touch.
Coming out aggressively. It's an inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the... And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
A way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Now sliding to his left. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to... when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Scrambling away. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They want to throw it. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're
going to take a shot. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off play action on first down. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to run it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Huskers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Now improvising. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about...
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passes. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Quarterback on the keeper. I think he misread that one totally. Probably better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he gives up the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to fire to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody...
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To the air on second down. And down he goes back at the 3. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Power football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and short, the power run here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for his man in the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
36, TCU, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's the handoff. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Off the play fake on first down. He turns it loose to the left. Makes the grab deep. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Huskers! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he is snowed under. sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They'll go to the ground. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good, and you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
TCU 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds a little space. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Gideon. He's loose on the right. The 30, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! When that receiver got free, it was... Oh, they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just... through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Man down. As the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw it Savage. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. On the run, it's Blair. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Otis. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. At the 40, there he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Trying play action. Uncorks one. And they can't make the play on third down.
Now, a fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blair. Turning it on. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem